Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, the Chief, aka the Chef, aka the Muffin Man, bringing you a brand new episode of Brawl Stars, where inside of today's video, we're going to be unpacking the latest Brawl Talk that just released right now and talking about each and every part inside of it. Guys, there's a bunch of stuff in there that we need to unpack. It looks like it's going to be a ridiculously fun update. Let's go and hop into it right now. Starting off for the update, as we tend to do, we're going to be getting a new environment for Brawl Stars. Of course, we've seen Bull's Diner, we've seen the pirate ship update. For this one, it's going to be themed all around the arcade, which was actually inspired by Korea, Japan, as well as China. Now, for this arcade brand new theme, it looks pretty beautiful, and as you guys might guess, it's actually the home of 8-Bit, one of our favorite brawlers inside of Brawl Stars, except for Extra Life. That star power is super annoying, and overall, super happy with this environment, and it looks pretty. Now, of course, with every new update inside of Brawl Stars, you're basically guaranteed to get a new brawler, and that's no different inside of this one. The newest brawler coming out inside of Brawl Stars is going to be called Mr. P, which may be the cutest looking penguin I've seen in my entire life. Shout out to Club Penguin, rest in peace, but Mr. P seems like a beast. Now, for Mr. P, he's actually carrying around a little briefcase that he holds, and when he attacks, he shoots a shot, and when it hits its opponents, it actually bounces and potentially hits opponent behind them. So think of almost like a penny blast, how when Penny hits an opponent, it splashes behind it. Mr. P, when he hits an opponent, it's actually gonna bounce over the top and do some additional damage. Now, for Mr. P's super, it's really interesting. They said it's a work in progress right now, and you don't have any actual gameplay of it on the screen right now, but for Mr. P, he's actually going to spawn these little penguin drones that are going to end up attacking your enemies from a range. This sounds hilarious. I mean, if you think of a tick head, you know, how tick chases your opponents and it blows up, rather than that with Mr. P, you're just going to have these little penguin drones from a distance that shoot people. I can't wait to see what they look like in game, but overall, Mr. P looks stupendous. That was a terrible pun. Was I even punning? Everyone here is probably not going to be surprised as well that we're going to be seeing a ton of new skins coming out inside of this update. First, for Mr. P, we have Agent P, which the artwork right now is actually hilarious for the work in progress. So that's definitely not final. That's going to be coming out sometime soon. We've got Heroine BB, which is going to end up being the very first skin for BB we're going to be seeing inside of the game. Personally, BB is one of my favorite brawlers, so super excited she's finally going to get shown some love. We've got Street Ninja Tara, who's going to be flinging out trifectas of cards left and right, looking like a hipster, maybe wearing her Supreme or whatever else, looking all fly. Virus 8-Bit, which is one of the most ridiculous looking skins I've seen inside of Brawl Stars. It doesn't look like it fits 8-Bit's theme at all, but nevertheless, I'm going to be spending my money on it. And of course, if you guys haven't already, make sure you're using code PAT in the shop. It only lasts for 7 days, so make sure you re-enter it once a week. And if you're going to be buying these skins, use my code, give me a little bit of a kickback. All right, moving on. Besides that, we've got a Valentine's Day skin, which they teased. Very obviously, it looks like Piper if you check the outline of the skin. And then finally, Koala Nita is going to end up being the final skin for this update. Now, what's really cool about Koala Nita is that all the proceeds from the skin are going to help charities affected with the Australian wildlife fires, which is honestly pretty awesome. It's really cool to see everyone rallying around the crisis that's happening in Australia. Supercell pitching in is an A+ for me, and there's no doubt that I'm going to buy Koala Nita on day one. Moving on to a piece that we saw at the end of the video that they barely touched on was a new mode that's going to be releasing inside of Brawl Stars. Before I talk about the new mode, they did end up killing 2 other modes. Lone Star and Takedown are going to be removed for now, as they say. I don't think very many people like them, but in its place, a new mode called Hotspot. Wow. Hotspot is going to end up taking over, and it actually looks pretty cool. So out of the preview they showed so far, they didn't give any details, but basically you've got little pads throughout the map in these big circles, and it's going to end up being claimed by either team. My guess is that if you guys have played Call of Duty, this is going to end up being like Domination, where you try to stand on the pad, capture it, and get points for capturing that pad in that position. And overall, it looks like it's a lot of fun. Capture the Flag was a big hit. I have a feeling this one will be too. New mode coming out inside of Brawl Stars. RIP to Takedown and Show. Takedown and Lone Star. Some other notes from this update, they're also going to be optimizing Trophy Road, so they're going to make the rewards a little bit better along the way. Now, don't worry if you're like me and you've completed Trophy Road already. You're actually going to have a brand spanking new mega box waiting for you for when you load up Brawl Stars again after the update. Hopefully that means that you can find the newest brawler and maybe a new skin inside of it. And then finally, for the actual 15-win challenge inside of Brawl Stars, they announced that 21,000 lucky people actually ended up getting 15 wins. Luckily, your boy ended up up getting 15 wins. The online qualifiers are going to be happening this weekend. I don't think I'm going to go very far, but shout out to all 21,000 people that made it, and it's safe to say it's going to be pretty exciting for the future of Brawl esports, where we actually just ended up signing the defending champions, Tom, Spen, and Cerulean. Super excited to work with those guys. And you know what else I'm excited about? This update seems pretty insane. So recapping the update, we've got a brand new environment for the arcade. We've got a new Brawler and Mr. P, the angriest penguin in the world. We've got a ton of new skins, a new mode, Trophy Road is optimized, 15 wins all over the place. And guys, this update is going to be pretty sweet. Now, Supercell did mention that this is probably going to be the last update that we see at least until March, just because they've been going crazy releasing content nonstop. I don't think you guys realize, but every like 3 or 4 months, the Clash of Clans team releases an update compared to Brawl Stars, which is like once a month. These guys barely get a chance to breathe. So this is going to be the update to hold us over. I'm super excited for it to come out, and let me know what you guys think about it inside of the comment section below. That's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, turn on notifications for every single upload. Also, let me know if you guys like this new editing style I've been working with. Shout out to my boy Lucas for hooking it up, and hopefully you guys are digging it. That's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.